two big disclaimers before this video begins. Disclaimer 1. This video will not have the same quality as other people's TF2 videos. That is because of three big reasons. Reason 1. I do not have a good microphone. This microphone is absolutely terrible. I assume you can hear a whirring sound and my chair squeaking. The chair squeaking I can handle, I just need to not rock the chair. The whirring sound, there's nothing I can do about it. It is either because of my PC or it's because the microphone is terrible. Obviously, you can hear in my voice that it's not a good quality microphone. I apologise for that, there's nothing I can do. Reason 2, I have a low-end recording device. I've got low-end recording software, so the quality of this video may seem a bit iffy at some points. There's nothing I can do about that. Again, I'm sorry. And reason 3, I have no editing software. If I make a mistake, I have to restart the whole recording. I've made a handful of mistakes so far, and I've had to reset my recording. I've had to reset a lot of stuff. I was originally planning on making a script, but I realised that I take too many pauses in reading the script. So I'm just going to do the best I can. Now, disclaimer 2. Please, 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 please do not show hatred nor despise to any of the artists shown in this video. This is just something that I've noticed, that I've personally experienced, not as an artist but as a player of the game. The topics I'm going to be discussing in the video, I mean. This is just my opinion. People can have their own opinions. This is just mine, and I want to get it out there because I've been thinking about it a lot. So please do not go after any of the creators. And a second part to that addition is I am not going to be talking about item quality. I am just going to be talking about items that have been added into the game and items that people want in the game. Item quality has been talked a whole heck of a lot about. It has been talked by many different creators in many different contexts. That is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm just here to talk about quantity of items. And to begin with that, beanies. This is a page on the official wiki displaying all the different types of beanies in game. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 beanies. Now, this list isn't correct because it's missing 2 beanies, the Horace and the wonderful Krabbidishapoo. And an argument could be made that this is not a beanie, this is a Pella hat, and that's a valid argument. If you want to believe that, believe it. If not, we just move on. And it's 26 beanies. If not, then not 26, 27. If not, then it's 26, I think. And this might also not be classified as a beanie. This not winter wrap-up, that's the wrong item. The towering pillar of beanies, mainly because it's got 2 other different types of hats that aren't really a beanie. It's got a little Santa hat, and it's got that hat with the little pulley down things at the side of your ears. Those are, as far as my knowledge goes, aren't beanies. But the one in between definitely is. There's definitely a beanie. If you want to believe those 2 items are beanies, then that's fine. That leaves, I believe, 24 hats that can be beanies. I believe. I said 27 before, but that was wrong. This list obviously is not correct. As stated before, it didn't have Horace, which is a beanie, and the Krabbidishapoo, which is obviously a beanie. So if there's another beanie that's missed out here, that I've also missed out personally, then there's nothing I can do about it, and oh well. Now, 26 or 24 of the same type of hat is a lot. That is a big number. And that number recently has been growing with each update. That it's obviously been growing ever since the first ever beanie that has been added, which is the Troublemaker's Tussle Cap. Very classic scout hat, you know, I'm sure you've seen it like that or like that. You know, the big green thumb or finger, I don't know. And ever since this got added back in, when did this get added? 2010, the number has been growing. It went from that to then the condas cap, so just, wait, no, is that time correct? Is it going off when they got added? I'm unsure now. No, it's not. Whatever. Anyway, the number has been growing and is still growing, and that is because artists like making beanies. You know, artists should make whatever they want to make. This video is not here to discredit nor discourage people from making what they want to make or discrediting their creations. People want to make whatever they want, and they should be encouraged to make what they want, not make what other people want. But to add on to that, they should also be wary and mindful of what other people have made. I recently saw a post made by the TF2 Emporium that they posted this hat, and this is obviously inspired, or at least somewhat inspired, by the Decorated Veteran, a hat that got added back in 2021, I think, 2022? No, it was 2021. That had a bunch of unique styles for each class. Each class had 3 styles, 2 unique to the class itself, and 1 just a basic, basic colour, civilian, which is either blue or red, with paint regions. Paint regions, as you can see here. Anyway, this video I've been wanting to make has stemmed from this hat and this hat alone, and it's mainly because this hat, if this hat gets added, it will overshadow a small handful of these hats listed here. It will overshadow the woolen warmer, it will overshadow the two-cut treat, which is already overshadowed by it being Halloween restricted, which is a shame, but whatever. It will overshadow the cold snap cap, it will overshadow the missing piece, and it will overshadow the Napper's Respite. Mainly because they all have that little pom-pom, they all look somewhat similar. Oh, and the Professionals pom-pom as well. But that's more Christmassy themed, but whatever. They've all got that little tip part. But this one is for all classes, same as the woolen warmer, but this one has unique designs for each class, as you can see right here. It's got Style 1 Personal, Style 2 Brand, and just a regular classic one, which I assume has paint regions. I am not trying to say anything bad about this item, nor the items that have been added prior. I have respect for all the artists that have had their items be added into the game, that care about their items that have been added into the game. I have massive respect for those people. I don't have massive respect for the people who talk down upon the community, but that's a whole different conversation, and I'm not too sure if anyone who's had their creation listed here or in any of these tabs has talked down to people. I'm unsure of that. If they have, I've lost respect for you. If not, I have massive respect for you. JPress, if your item does get added, congrats. I'm not going to vote on it, because if I do, then, and if that gets added, it will overshadow other people's creations. And what do I mean by that? I mean the quality of this hat is, and the variance that it can give, the different styles and unique choices it can give, is obviously greater than what has been added before. This snowman hat will always be a snowman hat, but in the hands of someone else, it will be, a different class, I should say. It will be maybe flames, maybe a beer bottle, maybe bullets. I'm just going to take a quick moment to say I love that bullet design. That's so cool. I like how it's like the little rimmed part of it is each bullet is a bullet, and it's got little tips there. I love that. Just a little thing. I love that. Anyway, back onto the topic. The snowman hat will always be a snowman, whilst the Borders beanie can be anything. It can be the sentry gun for NG. It can be a bird for medic, a bonk bottle for scout, a Blunicorn for pyro. It can be flames. It can be an NG hat, a little woolen NG hat. It can be plaid. It can be just black, without requiring paint, of course. It can be green without requiring paint, a little army green. It can be, this. It can be a lot of things. Whilst this hat will always be a snowman, the woolen warmer will always be this knitted woolen beanie. I don't know why I said toque. The cold snap cap will always be this red or blue or painted cap. It will never not be anything else. This the missing piece will always be this disregarding paints. This red or blue and white cap. Beanie, not cap. I don't mean to say cap. They will always be what they are, and they have no way to change. Again, that is not to discredit the item, nor discredit the artist. They've made good works of art, and if it's been added to the game, it's been added for a good reason. Hopefully. And again, this item is that good that I do hope that the artist does get some form of recognition for it. Recognition, I should say. Not whatever. Anyway, and there's more to talk about than just this one hat and artist. There have been many more beanies added over the time, that have been created and posted over this time period. There's been this one for NG. There's been this one for Scout, which is somewhat similar to the Trashman. There is this one for Medic. There's this one for Pyro. There's this one for NG. There's this one for Sniper. There's this one for Soldier. All of these have been posted by the TF2 Emporium. I didn't mean for that to occur. It's just what happened. I follow them on Twitter, so I see their posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go into the workshop, Team Fortress 2, just so that I'm not only grabbing from one community of creators. I'm going to browse by most recent and look for beanies. Oh, well, that was quick. Here's another beanie for Medic. No Medic beanie. I'm going to scroll down, try and find another one. I don't know if that would be classified as a beanie, so I'm just going to skip that. What else do we have? That's the one from before. You could classify Christmas hats as beanies, but I'm not going to be doing that because I believe they're Christmas or Elf Santa hats. Okay, here we go. Cozy cap. An all class. There have been so many beanies that have been created. Again, nothing to discredit nor discourage the artists from creating what they want to create, but item overlap and item repetition has occurred. There are too many beanies in this game, and if we keep adding more beanies, then some of the older beanies or some of the, less seen beanies. Personally, I haven't seen some of these beanies at all, or some of these hats in game at all. I have not seen the Mr. Bones. I've not seen the Professionals Pom Pom. I've not seen the Snowman. I've not seen the Towering Pillow beanies. I've not seen the Toque or Treat. I've not seen the which one was it? The Napper's Respite. I've not seen that before, and I've not seen the Condor Cap, and that is appalling. I should experience, as a player who has played this game for 2,000 hours, or as a player in general, I should experience all cosmetic items or all, choices of clothing that this game has to offer. I should be able to see everything that that the community has made. I should be able to see and experience everything. I should not be able to miss out on that experience. That being able to appreciate an artist's work, I should not miss out on that. But I have, and that is appalling. It could be because people don't like the items, and obviously you like what you like. I have personal connections with this hat, and I will forever love this hat. But other people may have quite a lot of hatred for those specific hats. But any hat in game, not specific hats. Any hat in game, people may not like them and may not wear them for one reason or another. People should not be forced to wear items if they don't want to wear them. But if they do not wear them and do not experience them, then they are missing out on an artist's creation, and that is appalling. Obviously the best way to change that is to give all hats away for free, which obviously I'm not saying should be a thing, but it's a factor. Anyway, if we keep adding more beanies and voting for more beanies, then eventually some beanies will never be seen again. It's an extreme thought, but the fact that I have yet to see some of these items listed here is appalling. And I know for a fact I've never seen some other ones. I've never seen this. I was doing research for this video. I've never seen this before. It's a tie-in, it's a promotional tie-in, which makes sense as to why I've not seen it. But someone worked on this. Yeah, this is the Steam Workshop. These two people worked on it, and I've never seen their work up until today, and that is appalling. I should be able to experience their work, their time and effort. I have not seen that, and I'm sorry for the people who have worked on this, and I've never seen it. And same for the people who have worked on some of these items, and I've never seen your work. I apologise. And if we keep adding the same style of hat, specifically in this context, beanies, if we keep adding beanies, then more of the previous year's beanies are going to fade into obscurity. Just like with the Horace, just like with Mr. Bones. I've never seen Mr. Bones before. It's an elite grade hat. I've never seen Snowman. I believe that's another elite grade. I've never seen these hats before. This one has an unfortunate reason, and that's because it's Halloween restricted. So, you blame Valve for that. That's something we can blame Valve for. The other stuff here that is listed, we cannot blame Valve for that. There's no one to blame. But the more beanies and similar hats get added, the more those previous hats and beanies will get overshadowed. If this item gets added, I don't think I'm ever going to see the woolen warmer again, unless if this is an elite grade and it's extra costly, because this definitely was. This definitely is quite expensive because it's an elite grade. If it were to be a mercenary grade, it'd be fine. Same with this. If this wasn't a mercenary grade, I don't think we'd see this because of how available this hat is. So the whole point of why I'm making this video is, artists, please be mindful of what you are making and what other artists have made. I'm not saying anyone has plagiarized work. You cannot copyright a style of hat. You can't copyright a make of hat. You can copyright the brand, of course, but you cannot copyright a style. That is something you cannot do, and some people should not be able to do. People can make what they want. People should be allowed to make what they want and encouraged to make what their heart desires them to make. I'm not saying you shouldn't make that. I'm not saying you shouldn't pour your time and effort into making something that you want to make. But what I'm saying is, and trying to vocabulary. Christ. What I'm trying to say is, please be mindful of what you are making and what other artists have made. There is too much overlap. There's too much bloat, as other people who have talked about TF2 cosmetics would say. There are too many beanies, and it's becoming a problem. Obviously, people have tried to make them as unique as possible, but at the end of the day, it's still a beanie. It's still, one of the many beanies that have been created and added into this game. All these beanies, all these hats that I'm showing here can get added into the game. They can all get added if we choose so. And if we choose to get them added, and if they do get added, then there's a chance that another previous beanie from this list, or maybe off this list, two of these weren't even on the list, may get overshadowed, ignored, and forgotten. And I believe that should not occur. So, artists, please be mindful. Please continue to make great work, but please do so responsibly. please do so out of respect for your fellow artists, and please do so out of respect, and most importantly, the respect of the game and its player base and community. Thank you.